What makes a rapper real? Would it be appearing authentic or actually being authentic? Now you might think the obvious answer is actually being authentic, but look at social media, man. Y'all are toting guns looking like you're about it, photoshopping y'all asses to make it look like you're better than you actually are, and wearing rip sneakers to make it look like you actually can afford the original. And I like how this concept of authenticity is explored in the movie Dope.
One of these alligator bags was made here. One is from the stove. Which one is which?
Right one, because they both look the same.
The only difference between these two bags is the person rocking them. So when they rock them, people gonna assume it's real. And the flip of that is, it doesn't matter if you had the receipt from Barney sewn into the bag. People gonna assume it's fake. Only you know the truth.
What I like about this clip is it perfectly encapsulates how no one looks at Drake's posts on Instagram and questions whether he's Louis Vuitton or his chains are fake. We all assume that because it's Drake wearing it that it's gotta be real. But unfortunately for Drake, this perception of being real only relates to his material possessions and not his character. It doesn't matter how many times he tells us he has mob ties, we won't believe him. As a matter of fact, him saying that he has shooters has just about the same effect on me as Taylor Swift saying she got Bloods chilling with her in Compton. Now this perception of reality is perfectly depicted in the Boondocks Season 1 Episode 6, The Story of Gangstalicious. Within this episode, we see how Riley's perception of Gangstalicious is shattered when more and more aspects of Gangstalicious's public lifestyle gets exposed as nothing more than a mere act. Now sit back, relax, and make sure you leave a like on this video. Y'all know it really helps me for the algorithm, and I'm sorry I haven't uploaded for like almost over a month now. My job is getting too real, man. That thing is sucking the soul out of me. And also I want to give a thank you to our channel members, Black Nietzsche and the Homie. If you want to be a member, you can join this channel for as little as $1. But to my members, I want to say thank you for helping fund me in creating this content. Now with that being said, let's get into this episode. The episode opens with a backstory on Gangstalicious, highlighting his ongoing feuds with other rappers and revealing that he's been shot once again. Meanwhile, Riley asks Granddad for permission to visit one of his favorite artists who is now in hospital to both show his support and boost his own street credibility. But like a responsible adult, Granddad does not allow this. Don't leave your kids unattended with a celebrity. Like think about what happened to Justin Bieber when he was left alone with Diddy. But with that being said, let me show you guys what I'm talking about.
By late last year, the ongoing feud between Gangstalicious and his crew from New West Manchester, Delaware,
Yeah, nigga, what's hood?
and Eat Dirt and his crew from Lickety Split, Virginia, had escalated to the brink of catastrophic warfare.
Catastrophic warfare? It's just some dumb niggas beefing.
What you talking about, fool? This is war.
Yeah, the nigga version of the Cuban Missile Crisis.
Breaking news story: rapper Gangstalicious has been shot.
Again?
Again.
I was so desperate for information on the shooting, I watched that show my brother calls The News. So what had happened was Gangstalicious was doing a show in town when 3 men rushed the stage and shot him. Ironically, he was doing his new joint, I Got Shot, at the time.
I got shot. I got shot. I got shot. I got shot. No, I got shot for real. I got shot for real. No, goddamn.
Gangstalicious got shot.
Again?
We got to do something.
I got an idea. Let's go to college so we don't end up like Gangstalicious.
That boy got shot again? That's a shame.
A shame? Granddad, a nigga stepping on your sneakers is a shame. This is a catastrophe. It's catastrophic. Can I go to the hospital and visit Gangstalicious?
Boy, are you stupid?
I don't think so. Look, Gangstalicious needs his street soldiers to protect him. The hospital's only 15 minutes away.
I said no.
Riley then tries to do everything he can to convince Granddad to allow him to go to the hospital, but it doesn't work, so he resorts to reverse psychology in order to allow him to leave the house. And once this reverse psychology is successful, he finally meets his idol Gangstalicious. And I want you guys to pay close attention to all the clear and obvious signs that Gangstalicious is in fact not a gangster. Later on in the video, I will tell you guys which rappers Gangstalicious is supposed to represent, but I'm saving that for later on in the video, so stick around, alright? But for now, let's look at the build up to this first encounter and how Riley's first meetup with Gangstalicious goes.
Ow!
Boy, have you lost your mind? How are you going to drink my orange juice out of the carton? I don't know where your nasty lips have been.
I know one thing. I ain't going to the store to get no more. See, I was like all in the granddad's mental mind. It was like psychology, but in reverse.
The store and back, that's it. No hospital. Stay away from that hospital!
I headed straight for the hospital. Nearly a week had passed since the shooting, and things seemed like they was back to normal. Gangstalicious?
Hey, what's up, little man? Who are you?
Hey, my name's Riley, and I'm one of your fans.
That was close. Come on in.
Hey, I live around here, and I just wanted to let you know that, it wasn't nobody in my crew that did the shooting.
Yeah, I appreciate that, little man.
Does it hurt?
What, this? No. Oh. No, hey, I'm fine. I'm chilling, man. Hey, man, you wanna hang out for a little bit? Get you over there real quick, man. Don't worry about it. I ain't Michael Jackson.
Oh, you said Michael Jackson, man. That's funny, Gangstalicious. So who you think it was that tried to assassinate you? Was it Eat Dirt?
No, it wasn't Eat Dirt. It was these dudes I used to owe money to back when I was in the drug game.
Wow, that's so real. The drug game.
Word. That's real spit. Dun. That's why I tell kids like you, the drug game is cool, you know, but in some ways, it's not cool, but...
You think they gonna come back?
Hell to the niggas, y'all. After I got shot, I was like, God is watching over me. You know, it's like the nigga from Pulp Fiction said, God got involved. God is gangster, nigga. So anybody want to come get me, they gotta go through God. I don't fear no man but God, you know what I'm saying? Besides, ain't nobody gonna come up here and get us. Cops everywhere.
I didn't see no cops.
There ain't no cops out there.
Nope.
Not any hospital security or nothing? Nothing?
Not that I saw.
You sure? I mean, they said they was gonna stay till I was, until I left. I mean, not that I want them there, because I don't. You know what I'm saying? I'd probably shoot them or something if they was there, but, they just supposed to be there. So, are they there? Could you check?
I'll check again.
Yeah, you do that.
What the hell is thugging love? Who we want thugging love? Is that when you make love to your woman, then right before that special moment, you beat upside the head, snatch the person, throw it down the stairs? Where the hell is that boy?
I'm telling you, Bernie, the police left. Well, the label should be providing the security. This is bullshit. No, that is unacceptable. I just got my black ass shot here, and all you got for me is... Hello, Bernie.
Now right off the bat, Gangstalicious literally gets frightened by a kid opening his door. That is not gangster. His room is filled with colorful flowers and balloons, and he doesn't even have an entourage with him. That is not gangster. Let me show you guys some pictures of Young Thug and Playboy Cardi in hospital. There's literally no flowers in these pictures. And I'm not insinuating that Cardi and Thug are gangster, because these dudes literally dress like this. But me personally, if I was a gangster and I got shot, don't send me flowers, bro. Save that for the funeral. Bring me the PlayStation. Now let me get this straight. I'm not saying homies bringing you flowers after you got shot is a bad thing, because I've never been in that type of situation. I'm just saying, me personally, I would appreciate the gesture, but I'd rather have like a pizza or a book than flowers. So I think this is subtle foreshadowing about Gangstalicious' sexuality, but maybe that's a reach. I mean, also in some cases when you get shot, you could be in hospital for a day if it's a minor injury, or for months if you get hit in a vital organ. And if I've been in the hospital for like a month recovering and you bring me flowers, I won't mind. At this point in the story, Gangstalicious has been in hospital for about a week, and this dude has more flowers than your local florist. When 50 Cent got shot 9 times, he was in hospital for about 2 weeks, and I guarantee you he didn't have this many flowers. That's why I believe with this scene, what they're trying to portray with all these flowers is that they're subtly trying to tell us that Gangstalicious is really soft. Because for me personally, 1 bouquet is enough. I don't need a full room like Gangstalicious. But hey, let me know if you guys think my analysis of this situation is a stretch. Next, Gangstalicious tries to act tougher than he actually is and claims the shooters were some drug dealers he used to owe money back when he was in the drug game. And this doesn't make sense because he's supposed to be a rich and famous rapper. I doubt he'd owe any former drug dealers money or anyone from the hood money. With his financial position, or the financial position which he wants to portray, it would make more sense for him to owe banks money than other gangsters. So this inconsistency shows that he's obviously lying about the identities of the shooters. And the lie doesn't even make sense because he's probably wealthy considering the fact that he's in hospital in Woodcrest, which is a wealthy neighborhood, but Riley doesn't pick up on this. And guess what, guys? Capping about being about that life isn't gangster. Next, Gangstalicious is very concerned that the police are not outside of his room, and he's concerned about the fact that there isn't any form of hospital security. If he was gangster, he'd have his shooters with him to prevent him from getting attacked, but this obviously shows that he has no gang affiliation considering his over-reliance of the police for security. And this is a dead giveaway because he even asked Riley to double check if there's anyone protecting him. We even get a short clip of Granddad wondering what thuggin' love is, but as the audience, we don't have this revelation of what thuggin' love actually is until the end of the episode. So from Riley and Gangstalicious' first encounter, we can see that there's subtle indications of his sexuality, obvious indications that he isn't gangster. He's even on the phone with a man named Bernie complaining about why he doesn't have security at the hospital, which is an obvious nod to him being gay. And did you guys notice how his tone and register completely changed while talking to Bernie? I mean, even his name is sus. It's a mixture of the words gangster and delicious. Why would a gangster be delicious? That's so sus. But in the next scene, we see how the shooters arrive to the hospital and how Gangstalicious handles this situation in the least gangster way possible.
Damn, nigga, you short.
You know what I'm saying? I know this guy. He is crazy. He like got chemical imbalance or something.
I'm just saying, man, you look much taller in the videos.
Do you hear what I'm saying to you? The niggas are rage, a whole crib, both gonna die.
What happened to? I don't fear no man but God.
Correction, God and the nigga that shot me. Oh Lord, what is we gonna do?
Man, just get yourself together. You're making me scared.
Hey, I'm tripping, man. You got a nigga medicated and shit. It's the painkillers and sucrose and shit. I'm cool.
We're gonna die! Run, nigga! Where's your gun?
Yeah. Y'all niggas is involved now.
We need a car. We're gonna have to jack someone. Where's your gun?
I dropped the gun.
You dropped the gun?
What's done is done. Let's be solution oriented. You man.
How you gonna drop the gun, Gangstalicious? That is not gangster. That's very not gangster. Man, I can't believe this. You a fraud.
Oh, I'm a fraud. You scared too?
I'm 8.
Okay, fine, whatever. I'm a fraud. I'm just an average, normal dude. I don't want to do this stupid shit no more. I'm tired of getting shot. Help.
It's like going to heaven and finding God smoking crack.
Oh, God, where we gonna go?
To the airport, you got your jet here, right?
What jet?
The G4, the one in the Bitch I'm Fly video.
We rented that jet.
Oh, unbelievable, man. You broke too? Ah, man, I wanna go home, man. I should've listened to my granddad. They said you gonna get us killed.
Put your seatbelt on. It's the law, and it's a good idea.
Man, just go faster.
Grab it. I told you put your seatbelt on, but no niggas gotta do their thing.
So as you can see, Gangstalicious is very not gangster. And it's also interesting to see how Riley becomes very aware that one of his heroes is a fraud. It's like the age-old saying, don't meet your heroes. Because meeting the people you admire can often lead to disappointment as they may not live up to your idolized image. And this is exactly what Riley experiences while meeting Gangstalicious. Can you imagine the guy having an image of being the most gangster is in fact the least gangster person in the series? I would even argue that Riley is more gangster than he is. Next, we see the episode conclude with Gangstalicious and Riley getting caught by the shooters and Gangstalicious having a monologue about who his favorite rapper was when he was growing up. We also see how he wishes he was just like them, and he ends up being honest to Riley about the fact that he wasn't built for that street life. He also apologizes to Riley for getting him caught up in this whole situation, which is something a child should have never been involved with at all. And at this point of the episode, Granddad as well as us as the audience get the answer of what thuggin' love truly is.
Niggas, open the door. Open. Hey, open the door. Nigga, if you don't open this door.
I thought this nigga's crazy. You know what my favorite rapper was when I was your age? Ice Cube.
The dude that makes family movies? He was a gangster rapper?
He was so gangster. He had dreams of Ice Cube came to my house and killed my whole family. And for some reason, I thought he was so cool and I wanted to be him. When I started to act like that, like a killer, people like me, girls, whatever. But I really wasn't that person. And finally caught up with me. I'm sorry you got caught in the middle. Please, Lincoln, you are taking this shit too far. This tape is itchy.
Should have thought of that before you did what you did, Frederick.
Look, guys, don't kill him. Whatever he did, he ain't do nothing to deserve this, man.
This is about things you're too young to understand, little man. This is about thuggin' love. I loved you, man.
What?
You broke my heart, man.
I got that thuggin' love. I got that thuggin' love.
These niggas is still kissing.
Yeah.
Oh, they busted slob. Oh, man. I can't take it.
I was on tour. You gotta understand I was lonely. Oh, God.
Turn around, nigga. Walk forward, nigga. We could have had a life together, man.
Lincoln.
Huh? Shit, we missed.
I can't believe this, man. We suck.
Hey, get back here. Come on, man. Do you see him?
I can't see anything, man.
Yo, where you at? Come up and wait around there. I can't believe that damn boy.
I just find it fascinating how Ice Cube is perceived by Riley as just the guy who acts in family movies because that's his point of reference, whereas Gangstalicious views him as a member of NWA and a real gangster, which clearly shows the differences they have in age. Gangstalicious has a clear internal conflict between how he wants to be viewed versus how he actually is, and him acknowledging this reminds me of the whole Tekashi 6ix9ine situation where 6ix9ine really wanted to be viewed as a blood, but when he got hit with that Rico case, he ended up snitching and singing like a bird. That man 6ix9ine snitched on everyone, and it turned out that he was paying the Bloods to appear in his videos to make it seem like he was affiliated when he actually wasn't. When Granddad previously asked what thuggin' love is, we as the audience finally got answered with the revelation that thuggin' love is a homoerotic attraction between men. And this might sound like a little bit of a conspiracy, but this could somewhat allude to how rappers can literally be pushing gay agendas without anyone knowing it. Kinda like the infamous SWAG acronym, you know, there was that whole conspiracy theory that it means secretly we are gay. I mean, I know it doesn't actually mean that, but can you prove that it doesn't actually mean that? Or modern terms like SLAT, which is used by Young Thug, which stands for slime love all the time. Don't you guys think that SLAT sounds oddly similar to slut? Young Thug got grown men out here thinking that calling someone your slut is some sort of display of affirmation. I'm pretty sure there's clips of Young Thug where he says, oh yeah, gunna, that's my slat. But we don't know if that's Young Thug calling his affiliates his sluts within the slat euphemism. I could be all wrong or reaching, but you can believe what you want to believe. It's like what Samuel L. Jackson says.
But I always say the absence of evidence is not the evidence of absence.
What?
Simply because you don't have evidence that something does exist does not mean that you have evidence that something doesn't exist.
So the obvious conclusion about the motives of Frederick's shooters is that it was a jealous ex who was upset at him for cheating on him on tour. Riley understandably passes out. I mean, after being in a car accident, finding out that his idol isn't gangster, getting kidnapped, witnessing his idol stripped naked and kissing another man before being nearly executed, I understand why the homie passed out. It's understandable considering how many traumatic events he must have witnessed all in one day. Remember, in the series, Riley is an 80-year-old kid. What I find interesting, however, is how the episode ends with Riley telling Huey everything which happened.
And then they threw us in the trunk, and then they was about to execute Gangstalicious.
Away from the house and don't come back with no orange juice.
And that's when one of them dudes knocked me upside my head, right? And I was having like crazy dreams, like Gangstalicious was kissing the other dude. So crazy this man. Anyway, when I came to, they was gone, and I came home.
What are these kids doing today?
And you really shot one of them dudes at the hospital? Oh, hell yeah. See, Gangstalicious dropped his gun, right? And I picked it up and I was like, kaplow, kaplow. It was like some old John Woo shit.
Let me take my medication. I need to
And
take
then
my medication.
Gangstalicious start crying and shit. And I'm like, quit crying, you little bitch. You should have seen me. I was so gangster.
What the heck is going on around here?
So Riley retells the events of this episode to Huey, obviously capping about how he was unfazed by the whole situation and making himself sound tougher than he actually was. But don't you guys find it interesting how he rationalizes what he just saw? He doesn't mind telling Huey how he shot back because he believes he's that tough. He doesn't mind telling Huey how weak and pathetic Gangstalicious is because he actually believes that. But what he does mind is that Gangstalicious kissed another man. So he rationalizes that Gangstalicious kissing another man must have been a dream because he can't believe what he saw, or he doesn't allow himself to. He experienced a somewhat cognitive dissonance because the gay act directly clashes with everything he believes about masculinity, hip-hop culture, and what it means to be a real gangster. Riley can't believe that Gangstalicious kissed another man, and he rationalizes it as a dream because if Gangstalicious is gay, then in some way Riley is gay, and he can't accept that. I know this link might sound dumb, but it's kind of like saying if your favorite singer is Frank Ocean and he's gay, therefore you like something about a gay man, therefore you are gay. I know it's a narrow view, but that's how Riley thinks. That's how he views things. And the thing about Riley is that he's consumed so much hip-hop media that it's led to him being hyper homophobic. I bet you if you play this man some Frank Ocean right now, he'd be like, nah, that's whack. All because Frank Ocean has a fluid sexuality. Now to you and me, a rapper being gay doesn't really matter. Like Isaiah Rashad has videos of him sucking dick, and if that's his personal life, that's his personal life. But to Riley, accepting that his hero might be gay forces him to question everything he's modeled himself after. So he denies it, saying it was just a dream, because that's easier than facing the truth. And I know there are some dudes out here who are so invested in their favorite artist, they'll say stuff like, hey yo, if Cardi gay, then I'm gay. Riley, on the other hand, just wants to be gangster, so there is no way he can accept Gangstalicious being gay. Now let me tell you guys about the rappers which Gangstalicious has been compared to, and weirdly 50 Cent is one of them, mainly because of the club music style, which is similar to 50 Cent's. I know nowadays that comparison won't stick, but back in those days the comparison does stick because they do have a lot of similarities, but it's mostly due to the characters' speech mannerisms and also because of the similar style of music which they make. So people thought that Gangstalicious was 50 Cent, but I say nah, not really. I don't think Gangstalicious represents 50 Cent that much. People have also said Cameron because Cameron wears pink, and as you know, hip-hop culture is hyper masculine, so wearing pink is kind of seen as effeminate. So yeah, even Cameron had a couple of gay allegations. I don't think Gangstalicious' character 100% encapsulates Cameron. There's also the rap group D4L, which literally stands for Down for Life, because if you listen to the song Homies Over Hoes, it sounds a lot like D4L songs Laffy Taffy. And I mean, the rap group's name is Down for Life. Like, why are you down for life? Or down low forever? Like, is this group trying to say that they're the bottom? I know it's a reach, but you know what I mean. They are those little bit of sus things which is in their rap name. But the person who I think Gangstalicious encapsulates the most is Diddy. Just being sus, like just being outrageously sus, the whole fashion thing, which does happen in later seasons. But with the Diddy trial going on and him, you know, smashing men, being a cuck, all that type of stuff, I think Gangstalicious represents Diddy the most. Not necessarily in the whole money mogul and business tycoon aspect, but just a lot of his character and characteristics, living that double life, trying to be perceived as a tough person when he's really really soft. I think that Gangstalicious represents Diddy the most. And I think right over here, this is where I will conclude my video, lads. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully I don't go on another 1 month hiatus, and I hope that my job starts treating me better. If you guys enjoyed this video, please leave a like. Y'all know it already helps with the algorithm. And I just want to thank you for all your support. I want to thank the channel members, and I want to thank you guys for being patient with me. I know it's been a while since the last upload. If you enjoyed this video, guys, I do have the playlist with all the other videos which I've made in the past. But yeah, as you know, like helps with the algorithm. And if you guys enjoy more videos about the Boondocks, which is one of my favorite series of all time, please subscribe to your boy. And yeah, I hope I can make more videos like this in future. And thank you guys for watching. Peace.